So, we're continuing to look at selections. My magic wand is selected, even though I think what's recording for you is the typical cursor. But you can see over here in my tool bar which tool is currently selected. And also at the moment I have this subtract from selection option setted, meaning that every time I click elsewhere with the magic wand it's going to remove pixels from the selection based upon their similarity to the colour of my selected pixel. So I'm just going to change this back to the default for later. Now the purpose of creating a selection is so that we can now change pixels. There are a number of painting tools which will modify a pixel that's part of a selection. So for instance I can change the colour of the water to green. Oops, and part of the antler as well, just to make it look like the moose is on a green screen. So that's not terribly helpful at the moment. So I'm going to go back in time. Some of the other tools that will modify pixels that you'll find down here in the paint part of the toolbar are things such as the burn and dodge tool. So we talked about these in the lecture and workshop. So what the dodge tool will do is it will lighten pixels, so hopefully you can see that the water is becoming lighter. Only in the areas that are selected, so the moose will not become lighter, but the water that is selected will become lighter. Let's go back. Alternatively, we might want to burn the pixels, and what this will do is it will make them darker if we need to do some regional adjustment of the lightness or darkness of pixels. Let's go back. Also part of the same tool is the sponge tool. And what the sponge tool does is it changes the saturation, which is how much colour is in a pixel. So the sponge tool at the moment is rubbing out all of the colour. It's not making the pixels lighter or darker, it's just removing the colour. An alternative behaviour of the sponge tool is to saturate, and that will have the effect of adding colour, boosting the colour, boosting the saturation. Not making it lighter or darker, but making these bits more blue